So the first thing that came up was how to access higher dimensions through the gateway to intelligent infinity. And the trick to this is to understand that the gateway is through the feelings. Well, technically there's a couple of different gateways, but the easiest one to use is through the feelings. And basically, wording kind of makes this difficult to portray correctly, because the word gateway implies that there's something there that is keeping you from going from one place to another, when in reality what it is it's a shifting of perspective to understanding that in order to open the gateway, or say you want to talk about like the gate into heaven, or heaven's gate, right? So like in order to open the gateway, you have to become the gateway. And what I mean by that is that you have to extend your sense of self to the point where you enveloped the gateway and then move the gateway as if it was a part of your own body. So what that is to access the gateway to intelligent infinity, you have to see that the gate and the method to the gate itself, and the way to open the gate are all you. All of those things are in you, and it's something that you are capable of, that you don't have to attain anything to get it. It's something that you just are. And the way to open the gate is through your feelings. So the gateway opens itself when the feelings that you feel are in alignment with what you are. So as you allow yourself to start feeling more and more intense and energetic or emotional, or whatever way that you put it, the feelings are, the more that you allow yourself to feel feelings, to feel these feelings, it's not particular feelings, it's literally feelings in general. So it's like the gateway is open through the allowance of positive emotions and feelings. So at that, you can either choose to have external directives that will bring you to the emotions that you're looking for, which is okay to start with. Honestly, that's a good way to start, because you can start directing your attention to doing things that are going to bring you positive emotions. But eventually what happens is that you start to recognize and realize that the gateway is open through your own directive. So if you just direct yourself to the feelings that open the gateway, then all of a sudden it will open and unveil itself for you. So you don't have to do anything anymore. You just become the being of you become the feeling of love, basically, is the way to put it. And the gateway to intelligent infinity is open through the feeling of love, and because the creator is made out of love. So in order to open the gateway to the creator, you have to open yourself to love. I mean, you could also close yourself down, but then you have to be so good at one pointedness of focus that you can focus your attention directly onto intelligent infinity and nothing else, and then literally direct your consciousness only towards that, out of purely one-pointed service to the self. But that's pointless, honestly. Like, it gets you to the same exact place. So the same place is also attainable through the heart, which is a much easier way of going about doing it. And people talk about enlightenment and other things like this. All of these words, they do not give justice to what they're pointing at. It's too easy to get caught up with words. It's too easy to get caught up and to trip over the net of words that you build for yourself in order to try to understand things. The human mind is biased towards trying to understand everything. So there's things that cannot be understood by the human mind, and when trying to grasp something that's not human, there's no way that you can use human methods to do that. You have to drop your humanity in order to experience the feelings that come with non-humanness. So like, also understand that God is, it's a feeling of love. That's all. It's literally what it is, like formlessness, right? One of the easiest ways that I've found to describe formlessness is to imagine the feeling of love and nothing else, literally. So that's what formlessness is. It's like you can't give a picture to it because it's just a feeling, and that feeling is behind form. It's what's there behind form is the feeling of oneness or of love. It's not a thing or a place or a person or a people or anything like that. It's just a feeling, and that is what makes up everything. It's just the feeling of everythingness, and then through that we just imagine what it would look like, and then projected this onto ourselves. Infinite intelligence. So intelligent infinity is the gateway to intelligent infinity is open through one pointed focus or through the direction of love into timelessness. So it's like the urge for your love to become purposeless and timeless, and also the urge for the love to be infinitely expanding instead of being limited to subjected to specific things happening, because that's one of the things that's going to shut down the gate as well, is the feeling as though you need something to happen in order for you to feel feelings. You have to get rid of that necessity for catalyst and start to create your own catalyst so that you can direct yourself to where you want to go, rather than where the main directive of your life in general is trying to push you to. Maybe not get too caught up on the direction, but more to direct yourself to a specific feeling. So for me, the feeling of letting go into love and light is what I direct myself towards, and that's brought me to allowing myself to experience other aspects of myself that are more powerful than anything I ever thought that I could experience, because of the fact that I let go of the need for me to be the person doing things, experiencing things, and I decided to just allow experience to flow through the body and mind in a way that is not hindered by the thought streams that are presented through everyday life, because those thought streams are illusion and illusory, and the only thing that's real is what you're experiencing right now. So yes, technically those thought streams are also real while you're experiencing them, but going even deeper, the only reality is love. So if those thought streams are not bringing you a sense of love, then they don't need to be attended to anymore, and you can actually choose to retract your attention from that thought stream in order to bring yourself the availability of another more positive thought stream to come through. This whole video has been what feels like a channeling in a way, but I feel like that's necessary for even the possibility of taking a glimpse of intelligent infinity. It's not something that you can articulate through a voice. It's barely even something that you can embody as a being, much less give to somebody else, because it's not something that you give to somebody. It's something that you you show them that that's what they were the whole time. But the only way for that to actually work is for them to believe that it's even possible for that to be true. And the way to show that is by embodying that truth in your everyday life. So for me, it's just allowing myself to experience these godly emotions in this human body. And the more that I allow myself to feel worthy of that, the more that I experience it as my everyday, all day waking consciousness. And it gets to a point where things become so beautiful all the time that there's no reason to see things in any other way other than through the view of love, because it gets so easy to be that way. But there's no reason other than if you want to experience negativity again. And then through that, you can cut it off whenever you want. You're not caught up in it. So you just do it out of your own free will. And another thing that is really good for allowing yourself to open up, and I'm going to go into this deeper in another video as well, but like how to truly, really unlock your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, how to unblock the root and the sacral. There's specific techniques that you can do every day in order to very quickly unblock and unlock these different areas so that you can have a free flow of energy, physical life force to flow through you at all times. And even when you do drain the amount of physical life force that you have, you still will have a reserve available to you that you can tap into and that you can allow yourself to experience as well. I know, it's a video of me jaywalking. Hilarious. But yeah. Yeah, so contacting intelligent infinity. Also, another way to do that is through connecting with the sun and the earth. So what you do is you imagine yourself yourself as being like a light shaft or a tube, but it's not like a closed tube. It's like a literal shaft of light, and you extend your shaft of light through into the core of the earth, and then up through your body into the sun. And then imagine the energy of the sun coming through the crown and moving into the earth. And imagine yourself being a conduit for that energy to flow through. And when that happens, all of a sudden, you start to feel it's almost like a sexual energy transfer that happens between the sun and the earth. But it doesn't feel sexual to you. It feels, that's the only way to describe it, because it's that life force energy, that creative life force energy that's flowing through you. But it's not like that. It's something more along the lines of like a charging almost. Imagine, what would you be if you were just okay with everything, for no other reason other than the fact that it just feels good to let things go, you know, to not hold on to stuff. And then you get so enthralled by the fact that it's possible to feel that much better that you just start giving everything up because it feels so good. And then all of a sudden you're filled with the light of 1,000 suns, because you've emptied the internal space and allowed for something else to pour in through what used to be the avenue for the ego, but is now an avenue for love and light. All right, that's enough for right now. I'm gonna make another video later, I think, but I just wanted to kind of go into this just to show possibilities, I guess. Have a good day.